Boom. It's going to do this infinity thing. So here we go. We're going to look at this real quick, and let me make this small. So we got this thing going on where people are sharing all sorts of stuff. Here's a guy saying, hey, please join my class at Hugo House. So here's somebody teaching a poetry class saying, come join my class. Here's another guy saying, hey, I recently found out my roommate is moving. I need to find another home. So there's two people doing that, and those aren't sales. You know, there's all sorts of stuff. I don't really think that I need to dive into that too deeply. So what I also want to go into is how your own personal Facebook profile, why it's so important. And one of the first things I want to mention is I was watching a video today with Gary Vaynerchuk, and one of the things he said in this video is I day trade attention. I day trade attention. And I'll share that link inside the Facebook group. Let's see where that, I'll share the link to the Gary Vaynerchuk talk that he did at Icon, which is an event put on by Infusionsoft. You see, he put it up this morning, and it's already got nearly 3,000 views. Not exactly viral, but for Gary Vaynerchuk, getting attention is very important, and getting the right types of attention is super important. You know, I've been doing a lot of research on this, and I've been asking different people, does this stuff work? How's it working for you? And as we go through the course, you're going to meet different people. Right now, I'm going to just quickly and briefly introduce you to one of my friends, Mitch Miller. Very well paid, pretty darn well known copywriter, super expensive. And I asked him, hey man, how's the Facebook stuff organic work for you? And here's a post that he shared. Do you want a copy of my newest marketing course? I have stocked it full of all my own ads and sales letters, 15 cheat sheets, blah, blah, blah. And he said, check it out. Here's my post, and here's the status of it. I made an offhanded status while at the mall, and I got $7,000 in sales within a few hours on a $400 product. Most people haven't seen the status yet. I love this stuff, just helping people, making sales. You know, here's this morning, another guy that I was talking to. Hey Scott, what's up? I see you want to check out the course. You want access to my course. That's really cool. He actually asked me for the link inside of a Facebook group. So let me just show you that real briefly. Where is that? I've got so many images lined up here. Boom, John. Let's just skip right over that. Let me just tell you, I shared a post, and later we'll be talking about how to share stuff so that this kind of thing happens, where he said, hey, can you share the link to the course? So I private message him, and he goes, hey, thank you for the link. This is at 1:32 p.m. Eastern time today. Here's the link. And then by 3:15 he said, awesome, I just ordered it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And then he wrote me some more messages about how awesome that was. I'm really excited to dive in with you guys. I know I'm kind of talking fast. I want to make sure to cover everything. Right now I want you guys to be looking at this screen right here. I'm actually going to pull up Google and make it focus on one thing right now. So let me make it do that. Sorry about the infinity thing. Stop, and we're going to just make it do one thing. Boom. Okay, so we're going to make it do this right here. So now you can see John Goodman, and you can see his profile. And the reason why this is important, and I've talked to John, he's a really cool guy. I don't think he's going to mind us sharing. In fact, he's probably going to love it. So I want to tell you guys that this thing works. What he's got going on here works really well. One, if I landed on his page, let's say I was looking for a fitness expert, and I Googled up John, and I ended up finding him, and then I'm like, hey, let's go into Facebook and see if he's like really legit and if he's good. This is what I do nowadays, is I look people up, and especially inside of Facebook. So then we look here. He's got a picture. You know, we can't see the picture here because I really wanted to focus on this. I help fit pros make more and increase impact by working smarter, not harder. Okay, so it's obvious. He helps fit pros. And then he tells you what he does. And then let's dive deeper into this, because this is really where the stuff, where we really go into some deeper stuff. And back to the screen share settings. I've got to jump around entire screen and then make this small again. Sorry about all the infinity stuff. So I've pulled up various people's profiles here, And yes, that includes some of you in the course. And look, there's people that want to jump in the course. Octavio, I hope that you're on the call right now. Octavio's all the way in South America, and it's really awesome to have him here. So I want to first start with my personal profile, and I want to tell you a story. When I first met her, she's part of the mastermind of our team here, and one of the first things that she did is she went inside my photos. And you know what, while you guys are looking at my screen and I'm chatting, I'm actually going to show you some kind of embarrassing pictures and then just ask you some questions, some thoughts for you to really think about as I show you this stuff. And for some reason, my friend's profile isn't pulling up fast enough. Here we go. Brendan Smith. So one of the first things, I looked at my profile, and she said, "Why do you have these weird pictures in here?" I had all sorts of odd pictures inside of Facebook, and I'd been tagged in all sorts of bad-looking pictures and things that just didn't make me look like a professional. And this stuff is really important, right? So let's see. I think there's like a way to find photos of just, Brennan's photos, and I'm trying to find some pictures, some bad pictures. It's not quite as important. Let me just quickly go through this with you guys about this photos thing. One of the first things that you should do with your profile and your Facebook is make it so people can tag you in pictures, but you have to make it okay for those pictures to show up on your own timeline, for those pictures to be visible. So the very first piece of homework that I want all of you guys to be doing is I want you to look at your personal Facebook profile photos. Because when I Google somebody, if let's say John hit me up and we were interested in doing business together, I'm be like, oh yeah, he wrote me a message. Just say he sent me a message today and was like, hey Luis, I'd like to do some business with you. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on John Goodman. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to look at him, and I'm going to scroll through all of us do. We scroll people's profiles. So I might quickly scroll his profile. I've already got an idea. He's in a relationship. He's got a lot of friends. He likes articles about fitness. He gave something away. Quick. First impressions are so important. Then I'm going to go look in his photos. And I'm going to look at what kind of photos he has. Look at that handsome guy. Oh, looks like he's got a travel lifestyle. Looks like he's got a beautiful girlfriend. And this dude looks like he likes nature, and he's into kids, and he's into beautiful women doing athletics. You see how quickly I've summarized who he is as a person? And when I go to his timeline, I'm probably going to read his intro real quick. Okay, so we read his intro. And by the way, on your phone, it's different. It's the image like this, and then down below, it's the intro. And then down below are these featured photos, which John has set very intelligently, which we'll dive into as well. And then he got his regular photos, and then we look at his friends, and then we look at what languages he might speak or something like that. But do you see how important all this stuff is? And please, if I ask any questions and you feel like saying, yeah, Luis, I totally get it, or Luis, I don't get it, just post it inside the Facebook group, and Kamala or myself will be monitoring it during the call, and I'll be sure to try to answer them either during the call or after the call. I want you guys to get so much value out of this course and out of the next 30 days that we're together, that you have so much success, that you refer other people to this course, that you have so much success, that you write me incredible testimonials, that you post on Facebook how awesome this course was, that you pass this stuff on to other people, that you help me make some money as well, and that we all benefit and profit. So the first thing we want to do is look at your photos. Really start analyzing them. Do these photos show me as the kind of person that my